Welcome to the Crystals and Crystal Healing course, where today in the video library of crystal meanings, we're venturing into the rich blue depths of Lapis Lazuli. In this crystal course, I love to geek out on the science that supports the mystical qualities of crystals so I can better understand how to work with each unique one. Like all crystals, Lapis Lazuli is a multifaceted gemstone that has many qualities that we can learn from. I believe that using your intuition is the best way to work with your crystals, since each stone you hold literally has a unique birth and story. But if your brain works anything like mine, then the practical, more sciencey connections can really help to build confidence to work with crystals in life and energy healing practices. Let's get started. Lapis Lazuli is a mesmerizing blue stone with a rich human history. Think Cleopatra and Michelangelo. And for those who like to go really deep, Lapis Lazuli has an even richer elemental recipe, meaning the stuff that makes it up. In this video, I want to laser focus in on why Lapis Lazuli is used for spiritual revelations, why it's used as a protective crystal, and how Lapis Lazuli can not only help to reveal inner wisdom, but also is the perfect crystal companion to ground these insights into day-to-day life. Lapis Lazuli has been prized in ancient Egypt and beyond as a stone of the gods, protection, and spiritual enlightenment. Why did Cleopatra use crushed lapis lazuli as eyeliner? Was it only for its striking beauty, or could she have known about its deeper connections? Or take Michelangelo. Did he use lapis lazuli simply for its rich blue color when he painted the Sistine Chapel? Or did he too recognize its link to spiritual enlightenment? When I learn of these juicy historical tales, I want to know how the scientific components of lapis lazuli support these stories. So after a serious investigation into the stone's tapestry of minerals, elements, and inner atomic matrix, the revelations are to me absolutely fascinating. Let's dive in. So to get to know crystals, the first clue that we should never underplay or undervalue is what our eyes actually see. Lapis lazuli is famous for its rich blue color, which comes from the mineral lazurite, its star-studded sparkles, which come from pyrite, and the white connecting patterns, which come from calcite. Starting with blue, the celestial blue hue symbolizes the vast expanse of the unknown, like the blue of the daytime sky, and like the awe and contemplation we feel gazing at midnight skies. From a scientific perspective, when light passes through lapis lazuli, the light itself has all the color frequencies in it, but when it hits the atomic matrix of lazurite, the blue is not absorbed, but it's reflected back for our eyes to see. Simply put, this crystal reveals the color blue. Interestingly, in color psychology, research shows that the color blue has an effect on the psyche that enhances mental clarity, concentration, and an inner environment where truth and reflection are encouraged. Now, calling in the magic a bit more, we look at the glittering gold-like shimmer of the pyrite also found in lapis lazuli to bring an even deeper scientific dimension to its use as a spiritually enlightening crystal. Since as far back as humans have gazed at the night sky, sparkle and shimmer connects us to the stars and celestial bodies, which have long been believed by many to have profound spiritual significance. Neurologically, humans' allure to the sparkle is wired into us, as it connects us to that which is precious. Our ancestors, for example, were of course attracted to bodies of water which glimmer in the sunlight. Our brains are hardwired to seek the sparkle of life-giving elements. The glint of pyrite against lapis lazuli's deep blue may stimulate the brain's reward centers, creating a sense of fascination. Symbolically, these glimmers are also deeply connected to our moments of enlightenment or inspiration, which are often described as spark or light bulb moments. And our final color to connect it all together, we appropriately look next to the connector mineral calcite, which forms the white we see in lapis lazuli. What could make this crystal even more powerful for humans to work with in spirituality is the possibility that calcite acts like the stabilizer and connector for the transmissions of insights to actually reach us. Did you know that in the human body, calcium, found in calcite, not only provides structure for our skeleton, but also helps the electrical signals in our bodies to communicate? Could this ability be mirrored in lapis lazuli, and how the calcite networks that run throughout might act as conduits for the deep blue inner revelations and the sparkling spiritual insights to connect back to us in a meaningful way? Now for our second question. Why did the ancients in Egypt also believe lapis lazuli held protective properties and could ward off evil? When I'm digging into the mysticism connected to crystals, I believe it's helpful to look deep into the elements that make up the crystals to find more clues. In the case of protection, lapis lazuli is rich in both the elements sulfur and sodium. Sulfur is known in chemistry for its ability to break down impurities, and it's known in human health for purification rituals. While sodium, an element in salt, has been used in centuries for various cultural and spiritual traditions that help to absorb negative energy, purify spaces, and create protective barriers. In human health, salt dissolves in water to create a solution which can be used to clean wounds. The osmotic effect of salt water helps to draw out impurities from the wound, reducing the risk of infection. On a microscopic level, salt disrupts the cell membranes of bacteria, dehydrating and killing them, which helps with healing. Connecting back to our crystal, just like sulfur can break down impurities and help with purification, and sodium can cleanse physical wounds by drawing out impurities, is it possible that these same elements that are found in lapis lazuli can act in a similar way for spiritual, energetic, or psychic protection? And if your brain isn't full enough, one more thing that's super important in this lesson. If you've ever worked in the spiritual realm, you might agree that it's really easy to go off into the clouds and get ungrounded. This is where lapis lazuli really shines as a crystal companion. The presence of pyrite and lazurite both have an inner crystallography, which is simply the arrangement of atoms that is a cubic structure. This means it's solid, stable, and grounding, perfect for grounding the higher truths into our bodies and reality. Not only this, but the high iron content found in pyrite is also extremely grounding, with a natural magnetism to the Earth's magnetic field. So not only does lapis lazuli create a protective space for spiritual insights to connect to, but it ensures that these insights are not just fleeting thoughts, but are grounded back into our lives. For more practical tools and healing techniques to work with lapis lazuli and all your favorite crystals, join the Crystals and Crystal Healing course, which offers over 50 video lessons and growing that will help you to build the confidence to work with crystals in your daily life and energy practices.